Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching and recording, you're welcome to fast forward about 5 minutes to the beginning of the actual practice or stay with us through our hellos. I'm going to check the sound now, so if you hear me twice, don't worry. All right, the sound seems to be good. Good morning, Chris. Good. Oh no, I'm looking at a different place. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Ari. All right, it is time for us to start. Pema Chodron says, as we meditate more and more, we realize that the essence of the practice is discovering how we misperceive reality. And what we're doing in meditation is training in being able to perceive reality as it truly is. Enlightenment is nothing more than perceiving reality with an open, unfixated mind, even in the most difficult circumstances. You and I have experienced this space. Think of a time when you have felt shock or surprise. At a time of awe or wonder, we experience it. And it's usually in small moments, and we might not even notice it. But everyone experiences this open, so-called enlightened mind. And if we were completely awake, this would be our constant perception of reality. In Buddhism, it's called the Buddha nature, but of course it has many other names, and you can use whatever is more comfortable, more natural for you. The point is that you could say it's as if we're in a box with a tiny little slit, and we look at the reality through this tiny slit, and we think that's how life is. And then as we meditate, if we train in gentleness and if we train in letting go, if we bring relaxation as well as faithfulness to the technique, what begins to happen is that the crack, this tiny slit, begins to get bigger and bigger, and we perceive more. We develop a wider and more tolerant perspective. It might just be that we notice that we are sometimes awake and sometimes asleep, or we notice that our mind goes off and then comes back. And of course, we begin to notice that we think so much. So through the practice, we begin to develop what's called prajna, or clear wisdom. With this clear wisdom, we are likely to feel a growing sense of confidence that we can handle more, that we can even love more. And perhaps there are times when we are able to climb out of the box altogether. But believe me, if that happened too soon, we would freak out. Usually we're not ready to perceive out of the box right away. But we slowly move in that direction. We're becoming more and more relaxed with uncertainty, more and more relaxed with groundlessness, more and more relaxed with not having walls around us to keep us protected in our little cocoon. Enlightenment is not about going someplace else or attaining something that we don't have right now. Enlightenment is when the blinders start to come off. We are uncovering the true state, the Buddha nature. And it's a process of gradual uncovering of something that is already here. That's why relaxation and letting go are so important. Because you can't uncover something by harshness or uptightness. You can only do it by openness and relaxation. So trust this gradualness of the process and welcome in a quality of patience and a sense of humor. Because if the walls came down too fast, we would not be ready for it. So now let's do our basic practice with that in mind. Take a comfortable position, and as always, take a few moments to settle into your body. Find a posture that allows you to stay alert and at the same time relaxed. very stable base, relaxed legs, relaxed hands. Come into the natural length of your spine, into the natural openness of your heart, when nothing is forced. Soften your face. Maybe bring a gentle smile to your lips and let it shine through your whole body. Your eyes can be open or closed. Your breath is nice and soft, completely natural. Remember, it's not about focusing on your breath per se, it's about feeling yourself breathe. Easy, in and out. No struggle. You're just letting all the experiences of the present moment, physical sensations, thoughts, emotions, simply flow through you as energy. And now take a moment to decide what you want to choose as your anchor for today's session. Just one thing. Could be your breath, could be physical sensations in your hands, maybe sounds around you, maybe a strong emotion that's present for you right now. Whatever it is, commit to using this one thing as the anchor for your meditation. And I'll be silent for the next few minutes so that you can simply stay with your direct experience of the flow of life in this very moment. The only instruction here is to observe whatever arises. And as it arises, give it your full attention and then come back to that one thing you chose as the anchor for your practice. When something comes up for you, a thought, an ache, an emotion, notice what starts happening in your mind. Consider that thoughts are just this habitual fluctuation of the mind, and it's no big deal that your mind wanders. It happens to all of us. No matter what's happening right now, what draws your attention from the present moment, nothing has to be a big deal. You simply pay attention to it and then come back to your anchor. And now gently let go of this practice. And as always, at the end of your practice, scan your body. Notice what's going on for you right now, physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you, really? And as you go through your day today, I invite you to reflect on what enlightenment means to you. Reflect on how you perceive reality. And also reflect how your perception has changed since you started your meditation practice. As always, I'd love to know what insights arise for you. So if you feel inspired, please share in the comments. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.